Welcome to the year 2016. I have a list of my most anticipated films of this year. So I'm going to start off with my honorable mentions, but I'm probably still going to see because let's face it, this year actually looks much better as far as films go than how last year was. My number one honorable mention is for The Legend of Tarzan. This is a movie that stars Alexander Skarsgård as Tarzan, Margot Robbie, who plays Jane. You've got Samuel L. Jackson and even Christoph Waltz, that I am highly looking forward to seeing. I was a huge fan of the Disney's Tarzan. This movie feels like it's getting closer to what the book was like and darker feel to it. For my number two, it is for The Jungle Book, and this is one of the Jungle Book movies that are coming out within the next couple years, and this movie is directed by Jon Favreau, teaming up with a lot of big name actors: Scarlett Johansson, Idris Elba, Ben Kingsley, Lupita Nyong'o, and even Bill Murray. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this movie. I wouldn't say I was a huge fan of the Jungle Book animated movie by Disney, but I think this does a really good job at showcasing a live action version of the film. So hopefully it doesn't disappoint. For my number three honorable mention, it is for Assassin's Creed, and this is a movie adaptation of the most popular video game. I actually did not get a chance to play, so I don't even know if it's any good of a game. I know there were a couple games out, and there might have been a few little short movies about it, but nothing completely popular. But this movie should be popular, especially with Michael Fassbender as the lead character. It's actually got me really interested in even wanting to check out the game and even this movie. My number four honorable mention, it is for Zootopia, which is a Disney animated movie that I actually can't stop watching the trailers to. I think it looks absolutely hilarious, and it just definitely feels right, and it's got animals literally standing up, and plus the animals are talking and doing what normally humans would do. So I think that looks really cool. I am definitely not expecting anything bad to come out of this. My number five honorable mention, it is for The Secret Life of Pets, which is yet another animal-related animated film. And this movie I was actually really interested in because it would be kind of interesting to know what animals are up to when their owners are away. My number honorable mention, Warcraft, and this is yet another game adapted movie, World of Warcraft, and of course I did not play that. I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan of World of Warcraft, but by looking at this trailer I was really curious to see what direction this would go, and I'm actually really loving some of the characters in this movie, more so not on the human side but on the orc side. I love that whole fantasy aspect of the World of Warcraft world. My number seven most anticipated movie, honorable mention, Marvel's Doctor Strange, which stars Benedict Cumberbatch. Now, I don't know anything about this character, so I can't really say that I'm hugely looking forward to seeing this movie. I might have to read up on this character a little bit more. I know some official shots came out, and I'll give you my opinion of those, maybe in a day or two. And I think that just by hearing this, I think it's a nice addition to the Marvel Universe, especially seeing a character we haven't seen before besides all of the regular Avengers. And, Benedict Cumberbatch, he's a pretty fine actor, so I think it'll be cool to see what he can add to this Marvel Universe. My number 10 most anticipated movie of 2016. It is for the Divergent series Allegiant. Now, this is a movie that I'm kind of wishing was not the first part of a two-part series finale, in which the last movie will be called Ascendant, which I think is really stupid to do that. They should have just done Allegiant Part 1 and Part 2. But this movie, I think, looks really interesting. I've seen and enjoyed the previous Divergent movies, and I'm really curious to see how this all is going to end. I have not read the book, so I don't really know what happens. Don't spoil anything for me, guys. It definitely looks possibly darker and maybe more intense. It all seems very exciting either way. My number 9 most anticipated movie of the year, it is for Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I'm really looking forward to going back to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, even though I feel like this has nothing to do with Harry Potter at all. And I'm pretty sure this is based off of a book that J.K. Rowling wrote, and it stars Eddie Redmayne as Newt Scamander, and he's this guy that's got a case full of magical creatures. Now they're all just roaming free somewhere, so now I guess you have to go find them. This movie looks really interesting, and just going back to the Wizarding World in general. My number 8 most anticipated movie, it is for Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Now this is a movie that I'm actually looking forward to seeing because it is a prequel to A New Hope, the 4th Star Wars movie, and I'm really looking forward to seeing exactly what goes down in this movie. That whole stealing the plans for the Death Star and all that stuff, and I heard Darth Vader might make an appearance at some point, so I think it'll be really cool to see. It's got a good cast, starring Felicity Jones, among others. The director is Gareth Edwards, who previously did Godzilla. This might be a better prequel than those other 3 prequels. My number 7 most anticipated movie, it is for Captain America Civil War. Now, I know a lot of people kind of got mad at me for not completely falling in love with that last trailer. I have seen it a couple times after that, and I'll just be straight with you guys that, you know, I may not have it as like my most anticipated movie of the year. I'm a huge Iron Man fan, and I also am looking forward to seeing what they do with Black Panther, and I'm pretty sure Spider-Man might make an appearance, so that'll also be really cool. It's not that I don't want to see the previous characters that we've already seen in other movies. They're team up versus rivalry. But I think I know what happens, because if you've read the comics, you know this Civil War storyline, then you know what happens, so who knows if that's all gonna be a reality. That I might look forward to seeing. Number 6, it is for X-Men Apocalypse. This is a movie that I'm looking forward to seeing because it is the 3rd installment to the X-Men like prequel franchise. It's got a whole new cast playing characters that we've seen in the original X-Men movies, and now they have to fight this bad guy. It seems like it could be more intense, and there's just going to be more at stake. For my number 5, it is for Star Trek Beyond. Now, I know a lot of people were disappointed by the last trailer that came out, which is actually the first trailer, so I won't judge it like completely just yet, and I don't really want to compare it to Star Trek Into Darkness, which I actually enjoyed. I've enjoyed this whole series, and I can't wait to see what happens, and I can't wait to see Idris Elba as the villain, and I am hoping not to be too disappointed by this movie because it's going to be from a different director, Justin Lin. It might be a completely different feel, but hopefully more sci-fi because, you know, it's supposed to be Star Trek. For my number 4, it is for Finding Dory, and I am looking forward to seeing this movie because I was a huge fan of Finding Nemo. I can't wait to see what shenanigans Dory has got herself into. Hope she gets found at some point, so I'll leave it at that. My number 3, it is for Deadpool, and this is a movie that I am really looking forward to seeing because hopefully with Ryan Reynolds back as Deadpool, they finally have his character done right. By the look, the feel of this movie, it's a mix of comedy, and it's going to be rated R, so you know it's going to be really raunchy, but it doesn't really matter because that's what the fans have been wanting to see. And I'm one of those fans, so I'm really hoping to see some just awesome, badass Deadpool action. For my number 2, it is for Suicide Squad, and I'm really looking forward to seeing a movie that is just all about the villains, and this is going on the DC side, so you're going to see Joker, Harley Quinn, Killer Croc, and just a whole bunch of other people, and you couldn't have a better director than David Ayer at the helm. I really loved the movie Fury, so hopefully we've got a similar feel to this movie, but maybe even darker than that. And I just can't wait to see this movie when it comes out in August. For my number one most anticipated movie of 2016, it is for Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, and I know a lot of people are now on the fence about this movie because of that last trailer that came out and showed a supposedly major plot point in the movie, and I'm gonna say this, I'm sure we haven't seen anything yet. Doomsday might have been the tip of the iceberg, but we don't know anything like just yet. I mean, how many minutes have we seen of footage of this entire movie? Honestly, it's not that many. This movie is gonna be really awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I just hope that it doesn't disappoint because I loved Man of Steel, and just seeing for the first time ever, we've got a Batman, Superman, and also including Wonder Woman, possibly Aquaman, and The Flash, and whoever else the Justice League is gonna be in this movie, because I mean, Dawn of Justice, you know this is going to be the start of the DC universe, so I think it'll be good, and hopefully not too cluttered, because I know a lot of people are concerned about that, but hopefully my expectations for this movie are not too high, so I won't be disappointed. There you have it, guys. That was my most anticipated movies of 2016 list. I can't wait to see all these movies when they come out. Let me know in the comments what your most anticipated movies of 2016 are. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates coming every week for a Chill Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. And I will see you guys